back. Yeah, we're back.
What did we miss? What did we miss?
I don't think you missed too much, actually, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We're still live. Always live.
Always live.
Always
You were talking
live.
to yourself for the last half hour.
I did a whole comedy act while you guys were gone, so
Soz.
that's how good I am at, holding the show together, so...
Excellent.
Oh, okay, guys. So, yeah, welcome back to the Cornerpost, everybody. So we are here with Matt and Anthony from Serial Games.
Yep.
Yep.
Can you still hear us?
We can hear. We got you loud and clear. You're all good.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah. Oh, that's an awesome sound.
Dusty keyboard.
Oh, okay. Nice. So, WrestleMania, guys, since we didn't do a recap of that, what was your take on WrestleMania, guys?
It was the best one I've ever seen, but I've only seen 3.
That's not a bad call, though. I'd appreciate that. That's a fair call.
It was alright.
Matt says it was alright.
It was all right. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was pretty cool. I think the only problem with WrestleMania this year was it went for 7 fucking hours, so...
It was only 5 hours.
No, well, unfortunately, I've got to have to watch the pre-show because, on the off chance something may happen, it's worth keeping an eye on. So I thought, I'll get up and I'll watch it. And yeah, so 7 fucking hours in my day. So
I think the biggest problem with it was the majority of the matches were too short.
yeah, well, I don't know.
Some of them needed to be, but I felt a lot of them they could have gone for longer.
Mm.
Well, they probably could have cut out a couple of the matches and actually increased the time limits on some of them. Like, there's probably no need for the fucking... You're right there?
He's got you already.
I mean, like, they could have dropped one to the pre-show and added, like four matches to the pre-show and then increased, a bit of time on the main card. So
I reckon the Hardy Boys match could have gone for another 5 minutes.
I reckon that went just the right amount of time, I think.
I thought the Hardy Boys match was good.
I loved it. I thought it was probably my highlight of the night. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think AJ Styles and Shane McMahon at the start was a good entry into WrestleMania this year.
I really like that match too. I'm like, this is going to be good. When that was first, it was as good as it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, so I quite enjoyed that one. So I think the Raw Women's match was probably the biggest letdown of the whole show.
Yes. No,
No.
SmackDown's women.
Yeah.
I actually preferred Raw women over SmackDown's women.
No, I prefer the SmackDown match. At least it got on with the notion of a match. The feeling for me, the Raw Women's match was just it seemed to go on forever and nothing really came out of it. Like, there wasn't a lot of hype or anything out of it. Just my feeling, anyway.
Yeah.
I think Lesnar and Goldberg, that went the right amount of time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They did alright with that one.
They did okay with that. What did you think of the whole Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, worms and fucking bugs and shit projected onto the ring?
You know what would have been better?
What's that?
Is if when looking down you didn't see the worms and the bugs all over the wrestlers because it's just a projector.
Oh well.
Yeah,
That's a fair call.
They did do some pretty good stuff with the effects.
Yeah. I agree with the I don't know whether it was What Culture or who I was listening to, but like maybe do it just the once.
Yeah.
Not 3 times, because once it got to that 3rd time, everyone just pissed themselves laughing.
What they should have done is take them back up to the ramp and do it on there, because the ramp was working really well with effects, and it was underneath them, not being beamed down onto them. It could have worked better.
Yeah, that's probably a fair call. That's a fair call.
What they really should have done, though, I believe, is instead of having like the bugs and worms and stuff,
Yep.
they should have had the Windows XP screensaver logo. Just dodging around the ring.
We laugh, but there was,
Okay.
I think, about 5 or 6 different Photoshop edits of different things projected onto the ring after that kind of happened anyway, so...
It's like when you go to a local indie show and something terrible happens and their Titantron starts showing the desktop background. And then you see the mad scramble with the cursor.
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen that a few times, so... Undertaker, do we reckon that was his last match?
I don't know.
I think it's meant to be his last match, but I can see them doing the whole "I come back in a couple of years' time" because I'm the Undertaker thing.
He's just an old Abyss wannabe anyway.
Yeah, it's a fair call.
No, have you ever seen the kayfabe news?
No, I haven't, no.
It's the kayfabe news has been put up about how he won't make it into the Hall of Fame.
There we go. Now my audio dropped out. Good work. Yeah.
Yeah. So he won't make it into the Hall of Fame because he's just an Abyss wannabe.
Okay.
And everyone's up in arms, not realizing it's fake news.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I'm a big TNA fan, so I'd kind of agree with that. So, but how do you steal a character from 20 years ago when you've only been around for 15 years as a
It's kayfabe news.
Okay, that's fair. Cool. That's fair. Cool.
It's not real.
I know. I got a funny feeling I was seeing on the timeline when I was at lunch today, and I had a bit of a giggle and just kept scrolling. I didn't actually read the story,
Yeah.
so...
Well, the whole article is actually because it says this man will never make it into the Hall of Fame, and it has Charles Robinson in the background. So the whole article is actually about him.
Oh, okay, that's a fair call.
And then when you read down the bottom, it says, yeah, the Undertaker won't make it either.
Mind you, I think Little Nate will make it in from his WCW days.
Bubba.
I'm expecting to see Undertaker in the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah, I think you'd be right.
I can see him doing a lot more behind the scenes work from now on and still being there, but yeah, I don't see him being a wrestler again.
No, he's too old.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did well in the match, but yeah, I kind of, after Royal Rumble, you could sort of see he's starting to show his age just there, let alone going any further on doing any more matches. So
I'm glad he went out with the main event though.
Yeah. And the way he went out with the little ceremony and all that sort of stuff.
Do you think he should have lost though?
Yes.
Ooh.
I can't remember if he won or lost.
No, he lost.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's always been his thing, he's an old school wrestler, so he wants to
He's passing the torch.
Yeah, pass the torch, change the guard, that type of thing.
To Roman Reigns.
I was going to say, I'm going to ask you the second question then did he pass the torch to the right person?
According to Vince McMahon, he did.
I don't think he would have passed that on if he didn't want to pass it on to Roman Reigns.
I think Vince McMahon just went, you're going to lose to Roman Reigns, and the Undertaker just went, yes, balls.
Yeah, because they probably paid him a sweet couple of mil just to do that. So
yes, balls.
He's only got to work once a year and gets a few mil just for doing one match. So,
And he's big in property development.
Who Taker is?
Undertaker. Well, Mark Calloway.
Okay, really?
Yeah. A lot of them are.
So you got him in property development. You got Kane running as a electoral mayor or some shit like that, is it? Or no, he's doing something else, isn't he?
Some nowhere town.
Yeah.
Anywhere town, USA.
anywhere town, USA. Oh, that's nice.
And didn't Rhino do the same thing?
It might be Rhino who I'm thinking of. I got a funny feeling Kane may be a lawyer or something like that, possibly.
No, Kane he did the same thing. I've seen the.
It is mayoral, is it?
I'm pretty sure Rhino did.
Yeah, Rhino failed though.
Oh.
Yeah, Rhino failed. That was during the elections last year.
Oh.
I think he was running for somewhere in Detroit as well. So, but yeah, failed miserably. Apparently, he got like what they say, 1/5 of the vote or something like that. So, yeah,
that's not too bad.
But when there's only 5 other, like when the vote's split, 1/5, and I think the winner got 2/3 or some shit like that. I don't know how the maths works over there for the winner, so I don't know.
It's stupid how it works over there.
Would you vote for Rhino?
Of course.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because he's like a pro wrestler.
So, what about Jesse Ventura? He did fairly well for himself.
The conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
He was amazing in Predator.
Mind you, I mean, they're not the first people to, try and run for mayor positions that are, you know, in the public eye on televisions and that kind of shit. So, you know, i.e. the governor of California.
Apparently, they got a president over there that used to be on TV too.
No way. You got to be kidding me, don't you?
No.
Come on, he's a good president. Leave him alone.
Oh. 5 viewers.
Yeah. Did I say that out loud? Did I?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so that's probably enough for the WrestleMania wrap up. So, did you guys?
No, wait. So
What?
before we do go, you missed your big one.
What's my big one?
What do you think of the Owens Jericho match?
No, it was good.
Okay.
It was good. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. What do you guys think?
I felt we should have had interference.
From who?
I don't care. I just thought that's what it needed.
Really?
Samoa Joe.
It's because that's like what they've been doing in the lead up to it.
I don't remember the match.
No, I don't. I don't think it needed interference. I mean, it had, you know, all the classic bits and pieces from what they've done over the last sort of 6 to 8 months, and that even to the whole Kevin Owens with the one finger touching the rope and that, like, that's, you know, it was a poetic match the way that they put it together.
They had a lot of interference with the whole best friends thing, and you know, they'd help each other out and interfere. I figured we might have seen another friend angle to come in and help them out, help one of them out.
Yeah, but that whole interference thing was just for themselves, though. It wasn't really, you know, it didn't really piss off anybody else. So
Well,
I don't think anyway.
No, but I mean, just a case of making friends with someone else.
Yeah.
As a final, this is why it's over. You know, this is over and I've moved on type thing.
Put it this way: if you made friends with Kevin Owens, he's going to stab you in the back. So why would you make friends with Kevin Owens?
You should ask Jericho that.
Well, I would if I had his number. And I have no doubt he'd go, shut up, I got paid millions of dollars to make friends with Kevin Owens. So, and I have my own podcast and I have my own rock band. So what have you done with your life? And I'll go, I work in a hardware store, and he'll go, enough said.
Do you work in a hardware store or do you work in a hardcore store?
Depends if it's day or night.
Oh, well done, Matt. Well done.
Thank you. I actually watched a documentary on Iron Maiden and Chris Jericho was in that.
Oh, really?
Not Iron Maiden, he was in the documentary.
I know he's not in Iron Maiden.
As a former professional wrestler turned musician.
Yeah. Well, how long ago was the doco made?
I don't know.
Was it part of the like the
It was part of the Watch Mojo
2000-ish
page
Jerichos?
that came up.
Where he had like the rock hair and everything?
No, he had sort of like, I don't know how you describe it other than gay hair.
Okay, so it was his after wrestling phase that he went through.
Yeah.
That's right. Did you see he tweeted out a picture of him being bald? I think
from
it was
years ago.
Yeah, I know, but everyone gone, oh shit, he cut all his hair off.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, no.
Jericho Helmsley.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.